The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join. Power.
We're under attack. Help me.
On my way.
Tadpole scum! That's a cat!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Have to keep going.
Well, so much for peace. Time to press ahead.
Got to focus. On the move.
Still breathing, despite everything.
No choice but to keep going.
Still on my feet.
Let's go.
It's not going to hold together much longer.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Never a dull moment.
No time to dally.
Time to move. I wonder if this is worth the cost. Never a dull moment.
I'll strike you down. Breathe deep, then move.
Talk to me. On the move.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
You will be cleansed.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Never a dull moment.
Another fight. Let's go. I'm ready. Be quick.
Survival is all that matters.
Survival is all that matters.
Got to move. Take two.
skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flare? What's going on here?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
Blood comes easy these days. This feels good. I must heal. Still on my feet.
Heal me, damn you!
Light on my feet.
Destroy the Honor Guard.
On my princess!
Take your
It's not over. Come to the skull.
There is work to do.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you now.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Careful, I might.
Is that blood? No, never mind. These boots have seen everything.
We help me. Destroy the guard. Together.
Where do I go from here?
Time for a cuddle.
Can't even catch my breath.
Another fight. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Destroy the honor guard.
No choice but to keep going. Need to find a way forward.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Can't even catch my breath.
Can't give up. Got to press on. Take you.
feet can carry me.
Shall we cut and run?
Oh, there's some fun.
Take two.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Need to stay focused.
No choice but to keep going.
I must regain control of the Githyanki prince.
Time to push my luck again.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stillmain. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus Orpheus's mother left. A usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast, The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
ahead.
Feels wonderful, doesn't it? You wear it well. Go to the city. Try out your new form. Enjoy it.
At least things have stayed interesting.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away. The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Try me.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it. The rock resists all attempts to shatter it. The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Go to the city.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
Best be on my way.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Yes. But also no. I felt like the world had been upended. But it also made perfect sense. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
Capability, alacrity, quickness. The feeling the world was made for you. Such is the potential of the illithid kind. He sees it, yet he fears it still. As you pick apart his mind, you discover his worst memory, that which brings him the purest terror. Complete solitude after being disobedient, sealed, buried alive, voiceless. Will this be forever? A year of horror, then the release. He will never disobey again.
Damn it. Damn you. All right. I'll do it.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
It's always a pleasure to see you sauntering over.
No time to rest.
We've had a mind flayer. Still, it seems keen to be an ally in its own way. Compared to what we're... I haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illithid powers. Do you really think I'm eager to... Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. I truly hope you're right about this.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
What to do? Never wanted the easy path.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the It also promises to break us beyond repair. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided? The Elder Brain. The end time of the 16 planes will be upon. Very well. I will accept what Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. Something in. Bah. What about him? Very well.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
I'm ready. The city is close now. My former peers will be what? No time to waste.
No one's stopped me yet. Breathe deep and move.
How many red caps are missing?
More than a handful. This is very particular.
So, precisely
Think about
how
it.
many
They're
red
stuck
caps?
here with no
Nearly
coin
there
and
now.
nothing to do.
can see the city. Up on the hill.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yana! And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. Well, wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers? You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut. Ah, well, thanks to your little interference with our business, you are invested. And we can't have our mutual friend Arthur thinking he outsmarted us. Give me what you owe. Or maybe I'll just have to help myself to it when you're dead. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Anything you want for supper? Oh, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Sometimes we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Oh, mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
You've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
Your actions are pushing tempers to the limit.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Get out of this. Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Nearly there now. See the city. Up on the hill. I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
I won't give in. Think you can take me on?
Got to keep fighting.
Not asking for
Nearly
more.
there now.
Just
You see the city.
investments that get me
Up on the hill.
started.
What do you get out of this? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Let's go.
Where do I go from here? Need to find a way forward.
Still on my feet.
Blood comes easy these days.
Where do I go from here?
For
Nearly
more.
there now.
Just a teensy investment to get me
God's
started.
watching me.
Less than a... What are you calling this new business?
What's next?
And cheerful. Refugees for hire. Not enough taxi, right? Madame Lucretia's mate. There is so much wrong with that name.
But you're being a big...
I've got a long road ahead.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
That's just a man in a costume.
What do you get out of this?
Very well.
Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Sorry, you have red caps working in your...
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Don't touch me.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animals?
He never travels without his friends.
They were provoked. The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
What now?
Still alive. So that's progress.
Precisely
Let's get
how
going.
many red caps are missing? Don't we?
I just...
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
circus?
Delicious.
Let's get on with it.
No one stopped me yet.
Trust no one.
Can't give up now.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Let's get going.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right? Hey, there is so much wrong with
When did you realize the Redcaps had escaped?
Paramidius, one of our red-cap cleaners,
Secret
alerted
was the
me.
clown, don't you?
Well, he threw a rock at me and
Let's
said,
go inside. Don't be
but I got his meaning.
Keep a blade
Sorry,
close.
you have Redcaps working in your circus?
Never a dull moment.
Oh, yes.
I wonder what the next move is.
Paramidius and Fred are cleaners. They've just joined, but are settling in
It's not blood.
marvelous.
No, never mind.
What do you get out of this? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Dad, what's that monster?
They were
just a
provoked.
rude costume.
The child was
It's not
poking
real.
and prodding them while they were trying to work.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Still breathing,
Do you think
despite
Dribble
everything.
will have his animals?
Looking ahead.
Of course. He never travels without
All
his
right.
friends.
What now?
Let's go.
Should mind my step.
Keep your distance, darling.